What if I told you that you can get a 90Hz display, a 50MP camera, and a 5000 mAh battery for less than $150? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's exactly what the Poco C65 offers. But is it really worth buying? Or is it just another cheap phone with a lot of compromises? Let's find out in this video. The Poco C65 is the latest budget phone from Xiaomi's sub-brand, Poco. It is part of the Poco C series, which is known for offering a Xiaomi experience on a budget. The Poco C65 has a lot of similarities with the Redmi 13C, which is another device from Xiaomi that is practically identical in terms of hardware. However, the Poco C65 seems to have a lower price than the Redmi 13C, which makes it a better deal. The Poco C65 has a 6.74-inch IPS LCD screen with a resolution of 720 into 1600 pixels and a refresh rate of 90 Hz. The screen is decent for the price, but it is not very bright or sharp, and it has poor viewing angles. The phone has a plastic body with a glossy finish that attracts fingerprints and smudges. The phone is also quite thick and heavy, measuring 8.1mm in thickness and weighing 192 grams. The Poco C65 has a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner, a 3.5mm headphone jack, a USB-C port, and a dedicated microSD card slot. The phone does not have any water or dust resistance, which is understandable for the price. The Poco C65 is powered by the MediaTek Helio G85 chipset, which is an octa-core processor with 2 Cortex-A75 cores clocked at 2.0 GHz and 6 Cortex-A55 cores clocked at 1.8 GHz. The phone also has a Mali G52 MC2 GPU, 6 or 8 GB of RAM, and 128 or 256 GB of internal storage. The performance of the Poco C65 is decent for everyday tasks, but it struggles with heavy games and multitasking. The phone also tends to heat up under load, which affects the battery life and the user experience. The Poco C65 runs on Android 13 with MIUI 14 for Poco on top. The software is not very smooth or stable, and it has a lot of bloatware and ads. The software also does not have some features that are common in other Android phones, such as an app drawer, a dark mode, or a notification LED. The Poco C65 has a quad camera setup on the back, consisting of a 50MP main camera, a 2MP macro camera, and an AI lens. The main camera takes decent photos in good lighting conditions, but it suffers from noise and loss of detail in low light. The ultra-wide camera has a wide field of view, but it has poor dynamic range and distortion. The macro camera and the depth sensor are not very useful, and they produce low-quality images. The Poco C65 can record videos up to 1080p at 30 FPS, but the video quality is not very good, and there is no stabilization or autofocus. The Poco C65 has an 8MP selfie camera on the front, which takes average selfies with decent skin tones and exposure, but it also has a lot of noise and softness. The Poco C65 has a 5000 mAh battery, which is a large capacity for the price. The battery can last for a long time depending on your usage. According to some tests, the battery can last for about 14 hours of web browsing, 16 hours of video playback, or 10 hours of gaming on a single charge. The battery also supports 18-watt fast charging, which is an improvement over the 10-watt charging of the previous Poco C models. However, the fast charging is not very fast, as it takes about 2 hours and 15 minutes to fully charge the battery from 0% to 100%. The Poco C65 also lacks any wireless charging or reverse charging, which are not very common features in this price range. The Poco C65 is a budget phone that offers some impressive features, such as a 90Hz display, a 50MP camera, and a 5000 mAh battery. However, it also has a lot of drawbacks, such as a low-resolution screen, a mediocre performance, a buggy software, and a poor video quality. The Poco C65 is not a bad phone, but it is not a great phone either. It is a phone that you can buy if you are on a tight budget and you are willing to compromise on some aspects. But if you can spend a little more, you can find better alternatives in the market, such as the Redmi 12, the Redmi Note 12, or the Galaxy A14. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please hit the like button and share this video with your friends. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, The Tech Critic, and hit the bell icon to get notified of my new uploads. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.